Okay, so I told you guys I was living in a really small space. So this is kind of part of my small space. I have my kitchen here, my table, the open door over there is the bathroom, and the Pax wardrobe. So in this Pax wardrobe, which is an Ikea lifesaver, we have our board games. As you can see, they don't fit all in the one side, so we have a bunch up there. We are very big board gamers. We love our board games. So the whole left-hand side is our board games, and then the whole right-hand side is all my crafting stuff, which I thought I would show you today so you can see how you can keep all your stuff in a really small space. Okay, so that is our left side with our crazy board game collection, which run too deep, and all the drawers are our smaller card games. If you don't have that crazy section, you could have all crafting stuff on that side too if you wanted. And these you custom build. So you decide exactly what you want on each side, and they'll give you all the instructions on how to build it. So here's a view of the craft side. You can, like I said, customize these however you want. We went with the mirrored doors because we are in a small space and we wanted it to reflect instead of cut off the space. So it kind of gives a little bit of an illusion of a bigger space. So here we have, I'll start at the bottom, we have my printer. It's a Canon Pro 100 series and it's a photo printer. That is on a sliding drawer. So when I want to use it, I can just slide out the drawer as far as I want, open my printer up and use it, and I never have to move it off there, which is good because it is a very heavy printer and I don't want to be moving it around. Then I have two slide out drawers. So this first drawer, I keep a lot of supplies that I can need. So these are all of my foam brushes. When I make flowers, those are my rollers. I have my chalk markers for our calendar. All kinds of beading if I'm making bracelets back here. In here I have some of my Cricut printables as well as some stickers. These are my extra blades and some items for the machine in there. Here I have tea candles, popsicle sticks, some tape, and my glue gun with glue sticks in there. And the next drawer up is where I keep most of my Cricut stuff. I also have my paper cutter and my laminator in here. I keep this extra long ruler for big projects. I also have all my mats in here and my cutting boards. So I have 3 different size cutting boards. I have all my 12 by 24 mats, or these ones, sorry, and my 12 by 12 mats are those ones. Then I have this wonderful little Crayola toy my daughter has, and if I turn it on, it actually is a light. So I can put my vinyl on here and I can actually see everything I need to weed. So instead of having to buy an expensive light, I just took my daughter's that she's no longer using. And then underneath here, I have all of my rolls of vinyl and my contact paper rolls. So that's that drawer. And then we go up to our stationery drawer. This is for my crafting stuff, but also for everything in our home. So we have like our highlighters, our Sharpies, our pens, staplers, hole punch, another glue gun. Back here I have my stamp for when I make things. I like to stamp the back of them. I have tape, glue, scissors, anything that you could kind of need. All of our memo pads, our 3Ms. And then we get into kind of more of the crafty stuff. So here I have all my cards, I have my sewing kit, I have all of my sheet protectors and laminating pouches. And this one little bucket here is the kids' craft stuff. They have one tiny little bucket and all of their tattoos here. Then we have the machine. So my Cricut stores perfectly. You can have it either way. It can run lengthwise or widthwise. And then behind here I have my business side of things. And then in this is where I keep my Cricut tools and my fabric scissors. So everything I need when I'm making something with vinyl. On this next shelf, I keep all my paints. These are all acrylic paints in here, and there is a couple chalk paints at the back. Then all of my glitter, and these easily just pull out when you need them in fabric paint. These are all stickers for different scrapbooking type projects. And then behind there are all of my extra scrapbooks and paper. And then on this top shelf, I have projects that are in the process. So canvases that are ready to have pictures on them, all of my ribbon, extra balls, and there's jars behind there. I have these containers that click together. So I have my whole one for all my Mod Podge. Then I have a glue one, I have tape, and I have all of my containers for painting. And that is how I store everything I could need for all of my crafting. There is one other space here that I keep some of my craft stuff, like my heat press. So I also got this from Ikea. Most of our stuff in our house is from Ikea, since it's only about a half-hour drive from home. But I have my heat press here, and in these drawers are all of the things I need for my heat press. So in here I have a bunch of HTV, and I also keep the cord tucked in here because it fits through that first hole quite nicely. There's just some glitter, some patterned, and some parchment paper. Here's where I keep just shirts, canvas bags, things that I have pillowcases to make with. And then in here, these are actually a lot of my scrap pieces of my vinyl, and I keep them also in these containers. Or something else I do is I unroll them and put them in the flat containers so I don't have to fight with them when I'm ready to use them. So between the heat press stand and the cupboard, those are the two spaces in the house where I keep all of my crafting stuff.